Hey there, it's John from Astral Witch. I've never done videos like this before, but I think now would be a fun time to, go through the album and show y'all how to play what I'm playing on the bass for the Astral Witch. So here we go. We're gonna kick it off with the Rune. You don't need a lot of pedals to play a lot of our songs on the bass. Anyway, I just like to use a lot live to mix it up and try to make it different each and every time. So, well, for Rune, all you really need is a fuzz pedal and an octave pedal. For the fuzz, both Alyssa and I both use the Russian Big Muff, the reissue. We both have the this guy, the 90s one, but those knobs are real big, and as you can see, one of mine is replaced because I accidentally kicked it off one time live. The problem with having knobs that big, and if you're wearing like cowboy boots or steel toes or something like that when you're rocking on stage, is you're gonna break one or kick it and mess up your tone at some point. So the reissue is great. It's a smaller profile, so it takes up less real estate on the board, and overall it's just a really cool pedal. So as far as fuzz goes, we mainly using the Big Muff, the Russian reissue right now. This pedal here is a Fuzzrocious OC Demon, and I kind of have that as like my all the time pedal. Like, I don't like to run bass 100% clean all the time. I like to mix it up and just have a little bit of dirt on it all the time. So right now, like, I've got the dirt on there on like 5% maybe, tones at 65, and volume's just a little over the 50%, just because it's nice to have a little bit of a, I'll just show you easier. It's like, there's a clean tone here, you got like a, give it put a little stank on it. Doesn't make a huge difference, but I find when you have that on and then you engage a bit of a fuzz, it really helps boost it and pump it through the mix. So that's how that one works. And then also, a lot of bass heads don't have built-in reverb or spring reverb or anything like that, so the Sky Surfer by TC Electronic is a great value pedal that just does it. It honestly has more reverb than you could ever want. Like, I've got the reverb almost, yeah, it's all the way down. There's still like a little, you hear that little spring action there. So yeah, it's a interesting, good budget pedal for all your reverb needs. Anyway. So for the first riff, I just have my all the time dirt on there, and I just have a bit of reverb on there, and it's just a simple little. Everything more or less is pentatonic. So that's riff number one. Those are just a little bit of dirt and a little bit of reverb. Riff number two is just riff one, but with the fuzz pedal on. So that's again, and also I like to switch between finger picking stuff and using a pick for stuff. So between the clean part of the song and the dirty part of the song, you would switch to a pick. So, also switching from a lot of whole notes to power chords just to get the. Gives you more of a little dig there. Yeah, but more or less this. And that's riff. Riff 3 is a little more interesting, so we've still got our fuzz on, and it's the part where Alyssa and I start singing. And it's got these those kind of inverted chords going on here, so it's like, so it'd be 7 on the A, 5 on the D, and then the standard E power chord. And then you go to the D variant of that one, so it's 5 on your A, 4 on your D, and then a D power chord. So all together that looks something like this. Yeah, and that's that riff. That happens a couple of times. Then the tail on that riff, you want to hit it up with a little, does that kind of weird picky part on the bass. So let's demonstrate the transition into that. That is, let's turn that off quickly, is just a C power chord on the, and then you take your main finger and you just drag it over, so you're playing a G note and a C note and that first note of the C power chord all at the same time. So you have your C, weird G, and then walk it down to that F sharp or whatever it is. So altogether it sounds like this. And then I play that part twice, and then I'll slide it up an octave to go. And then you're back to riff 1 V2, which is just the same riff, but with the fuzz on it and singing over it that time. The last riff that is different in the song is the part I play behind the guitar solo. Me and Jen kind of lock into a little groovy bit, and that's where the octave pedal comes into play here. I've got it on the two shift mode, which is I think 2 octave down, 2 octave up at the same time, and I've got blend at about 35 to 40 or 50%, depending on what kind of amp I'm using. Right now I'm just using my bedroom orange Terra bass 1000 watt through the 410 orange cab, and I find when you're jamming alone it sounds absolutely bizarre when you play with the octave pedal by yourself, but when you're playing with a drummer and a guitar player it mixes a lot better. So here we go, and that little groovy part goes a little something like this. What you want to do there is, you'll notice I'm bending and just like sliding the notes around a lot. I'll play that clean just because it might be a little tricky to get, but once again, staying in the realm of pentatonic. Oh, I'm playing it wrong. I mess it up a lot, but. Yeah, and then at the end of the song, you just play the main riff. We play it a lot slower after the last chorus. We just basically go back into the same riff, but slow it down. I usually throw all the pedals on at the same time. Got a little break in there to turn up the dirt a bit on some of the stuff, just to give it a little bit of a different texture. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I might make a couple more of these. Because it's quarantine, we're all a little bored. So, you know, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to message Astral Witch or my personal channel about it. Anyway, we have our our full-length album out for pre-order now on our Bandcamp or at the DHU Records website, and I think it's available on Fuzz and Buzz website as well. So give them all a check, and thanks for being fans, and I hope everyone's doing what they're doing, and we'll all get through this.